Time now for the morning rush. A man acquitted in a murder case wants APD to pay up. He says the department ignored surveillance video showing he acted in self-defense. Anthony Kopinski shot Jordan Mooker and Paul Francia in an Albuquerque church parking lot last year. But surveillance video shows Kopinski was attacked by those men before he fired his gun at them. Kopinski claims APD ignored the surveillance video and withheld the evidence, causing him to sit in jail for nearly a year. APD has yet to comment on the lawsuit. John?
All right, the next big weather maker will be the monsoon flow across the state for this afternoon. Good rounds of showers and storms on the way for today. As we head into tomorrow, we'll start to see fewer showers and storms. We'll still have a decent crop out there. We really start to dry things out heading into Sunday and early next week.
All right, we are still waiting to find out if anyone will be charged in connection to the death of 3-year-old Abdul Wahaj. OMI confirms his body is the one found at the Amalia compound. Investigators say children at the compound report that the disabled boy died in a religious ritual because his father believed he was possessed. Now, the manner or cause of his death has still not been released.
A vigil scheduled for the slain Colorado mom and her 2 daughters. This is her husband and their father sits behind bars awaiting charges for their deaths. The bodies of all 3 discovered yesterday, hours after Christopher Watts was arrested. Prosecutors have until Monday to file charges against him that could unseal documents detailing what he's told authorities. Detectives say Watts confessed to killing his family. The details surfacing just hours after Watts had told reporters he didn't know where they were. Watts is still in jail this morning without bond.
This morning, the 2 men who robbed an AT&T store back in March are beginning their sentence behind bars. Paul Cedillo and Jonathan Phillips were identified through the store's surveillance video. Phillips also robbed a second AT&T store. Both pleaded guilty. Cedillo is sentenced to 6 years. Phillips could serve 11 years.
All right, take a look at your TV screens here. Police searching for this man accused of robbing a Rio Rancho bank. Police say it happened at the First Convenience Bank inside Walmart on Unser yesterday afternoon. They say the man gave the teller a note demanding cash. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $1,000 for information. You're asked to call police if you know anything about this case.
Today, the UNM Board of Regents is scheduled to take on another vote to cut some sports teams. This is to replace the first one. Now, nearly 100 supporters turned out on campus Thursday night to support the revote. UNM's Board of Regents voted last month to cut men's soccer, men's and women's skiing, and women's beach volleyball. State Attorney General Hector Balderas is calling the first vote illegal. We'll tell you what they decide later today. John?
Well, the Metro Threat Index today is going to be up to a 5 for this afternoon. Good rounds of showers and storms will be on the way. Gusty winds at times with some of those storms, and we could see a little bit of flooding, especially on those streets that are most prone to it.
This morning, the New Mexico Tourism Department is launching a virtual bucket list of places they say everyone needs to visit. They're calling it the New Mexico True 30. The interactive list of 30 must-see attractions is targeted to New Mexico residents. It includes notable state and national parks, man-made landmarks, as well as some off-the-beaten-path treasures and cultural sites. Now, to see what attractions made the list, we posted a link to that at KRQE.com.
On to new details. This year, the best spot to view the burning of Zozobra will cost you. Event organizers are adding several different seating packages ranging from $60 to $250. For $250, you get a steak dinner before the event and a police escort to the venue. Police say premium seating isn't what Zozobra is about. The Kiwanis Club, who hosts the event, says the premium options are necessary to cover the cost of running the event.
All right, now let's get a look at your traffic this morning. If you're heading out the door, we don't have any accidents to report. In fact, the freeway is moving pretty smoothly this morning. Here's a look at the Big I, where we are looking at pretty smooth freeways on the at least on your Friday morning here. Of course, we're going to start to see some of that usual congestion that we typically do in the morning drive.
New video getting a lot of attention this morning shows a massive rattlesnake being caught at a northwest Albuquerque home. Let's take a closer look here. You can see animal welfare officers approaching the bush, pulling out the snake and carefully placing it in a bucket there. Homeowner Linda Hamlin says she's used to the snakes in the area. She was concerned about her new neighbors, fearing one of the kids would come across the rattler's path. If you see a rattlesnake, you're asked to call 311.
Take a look at your 5 facts.
Okay, we start with number 5 here. Former Lobo and Rams receiver Preston Dennard will be honored by his old NFL team this weekend. He will be presented to the fans at the end of the first quarter. He played with the Rams from 1978 to 1983 and was a starter with the Rams' 1980 Super Bowl team. He had a total of 9 overall seasons in the NFL, finishing with 30 touchdowns and over 3,600 yards. The Rams will play the Oakland Raiders in the preseason action come Saturday.
At number 4, there will be some changes to the burning of Zozobra this year. Some are not happy about them. Usually the best spot is up for grabs, but this year it's going to cost you. Event organizers have added several different seating packages ranging from $60 to $250. For that $250 package, you can get a steak dinner before the event and a police escort to the venue. Police say the premium seating is not what Zozobra is all about. The Kiwanis Club, who hosts the event, says the premium options are necessary to cover the cost of running the event.
At number 3, we're going to look at improving storm chances as we head throughout the day, but we will start to dry things out as we go throughout the weekend and into early next week.
On to number 2 now. Lawsuit against the city making its way through federal court this morning. Anthony Kopinski was acquitted by a jury in a trial earlier this year. He claims APD ignored surveillance video showing he acted in self-defense. Kopinski shot Jordan Mooker and Paul Francia in an Albuquerque church parking lot last year. Surveillance footage shows Kopinski was attacked by those men before he fired his gun that night. According to the federal lawsuit, prosecutors never mentioned that police had the video that showed what led up to the shooting. Kopinski claims APD withheld the video evidence, causing him to sit in jail for nearly a year before being acquitted. APD has yet to comment on this lawsuit.
And at number 1, the UNM Board of Regents is scheduled to once again take up a vote on cutting some sports teams. Now, UNM's Board of Regents voted last month to cut men's soccer, men's and women's skiing, and women's beach volleyball. The state attorney general said that the first vote was illegal. He says that it violated the state's Open Meetings Act and because the agenda was vague. Now, UNM cut those teams in an effort to save money because the school's athletic department is in the red. That revote, is scheduled for 1 p.m.